Hollywood. My experience there is an amalgam that started a long, long time ago. I grew up a block away from Johnny Mercer, the lyricist. Johnny would come I remember I met him when I was 10 years old the first time. He would always come to the shop. He had promised my dad long before to write a song about Tutti Frutti, his favorite ice cream. He never did. He didn't get to it, but still, he was a lifelong friend. He actually worked at the shop in the 1920s as a youngster. He was sweeping out the shop. I hope he got a quarter a week. I don't know what he got for that, but it was not much. When I first met Johnny Mercer, I remember I was 10 years old. He was a very tall man. Of course, I'm not sure he was. I was a very short kid. You're fascinated as a kid. Here's somebody from Hollywood. Oh my goodness. And he's a friend of my father's. Oh, wow. This is your pathway to stardom. Anyway, that started kindling some thoughts, I'm sure. A seminal moment was during the filming of Cape Fear. I remember very well. I was a freshman at Benedictine. For some reason, we had full dress white uniforms on, which meant we had white hat covers on our hats. Well, the shot that was being filmed was Robert Mitchum exiting the Armstrong House and walking into Forsyth Park. That's the shot. So all the cadets were all there watching this happen, and there were a number of lights set up there on light stands, huge lights, and it was smoking. I had no idea what they were. I know now, of course, but they were, and there's a fellow up there adjusting lights, and I'm fascinated by this. Meanwhile, the phone rings. A woman named Juliet Taylor, who was a casting assistant in New York, called me up. I'd met Juliet because she was casting a movie called The Exorcist. And she called me and said, did I mind going to some churches with her? Because I spoke Greek. I'm fluent in Greek. And I would speak to the priest, and we'd speak to little old ladies to play Demi's mother. And I helped her with the casting. So anyway, I'm in Atlanta. She calls me up. She said, I've got a film coming down there. Do you know anybody that does casting? I said, I'll check for you. Then Governor Carter, the year before, had signed the bill which created the Film Commission. So I checked around. No one really did anything. One person was busy. So Juliet said, do it. And I said, I don't know how to do it, Juliet. She said, I'll walk you through it. And she did every day. Juliet has retired now, but she does all of Woody Allen's movies still. So I worked my way up. I spent 12 years in Atlanta, at which point I started in casting, I started location managing, I started production managing. I produced my first movie in Atlanta, a tiny little picture. And then I was production managing larger pictures from Los Angeles, and everyone kept saying, you've got to go to LA, you've got to go to LA. I was enjoying life in Atlanta. It was the happiest I've been in the film industry with those years, because I didn't understand the studio politics of it yet. So finally, I started commuting to LA to do films and coming back to Atlanta. And ultimately, I moved to LA. I had an office at Paramount on the lot there for 12 years. I started producing movies there. I was their go-to guy for large action pictures, Mission Impossible 3, The Sum of All Fears, various pictures of that genre. At Universal, I did The Wolfman there.